towel. We got 2 spots to pick up here. It looks like. Bring you guys over here. So, we're gonna get started on this Reaper chopper build. First things first, let's build an engine cradle. So we have this pickup point. This one right here. If you look underneath, those are for pegs usually on a dirt bike or quad. So that's the only thing we got to pick up. We have nothing else in the front. So we're gonna have to build a cradle. It kind of cradles around. Then we'll build an engine plate on the bottom that'll be adjustable for our chain tensioner. So let's get started, shall we? All right, so I was gonna plasma cut out, a template for each side. Figured they're both different on both sides, so it's a little difficult for everybody out there to do. So I think I'm gonna show you guys how to do it just using flat bar and piecing it together. It's something that everybody can do with a few tools, so on a welder. So I'll show you guys how to do it this way. It'll be just as strong when it's done, and it's something everybody can do. So I think it's a good video. All right, so we're gonna get started here. We're gonna be using flat bar 1/8 inch. Now, what I think I'm gonna do here, I think this side has more of a hump on it than this side. All right, so we're gonna start with this side over here. Kind of got a rough template here what we're going to do. So what we need to do is we're going to cut this out, fit around that. We're going to try and get this piece of metal as tucked up to the motor as we can. And we'll repeat on the other side. The other side will be a little easier, and then we'll make sure everything's level here.
Alright, so what we got here is a mess, for one thing. We're just using, this is a 3M greenly grinder wheel. I just prefer this because it's a little easier to work with. Alright, back and forth. Just keep test fitting it. Getting close. We're going to have to start with a little notch.
I'm going to get some grinding done and throw you on a time lapse, and this is basically what we're doing. We're just going to keep grinding and fitting and grinding and fitting until we get a nice tight fit on this side, and then we'll mark the hole and drill it. And then our other piece for the other side, the hole should be drilled in exactly the same position, so then we'll just fit it until that bolt fits in. Alright, as you can see here, we have fitted that tight to the motor. First piece, left long, trim it later. Okay, let's do the other side. Alright, so now that we got that fitting good, here's what we're going to have to do here. So, just going to lay them on top of each other, make sure the ends are pretty close. Mark that hole. That should keep you nice and square in the end. Alright, so I got this one on here now. I'm looking at it. It's hard to tell, but I think you can see it from this angle a little more. It needs to go that way. So our first point is hitting right there. So we're gonna mark that. Try and get this piece to get closer down. We might even have to notch it up here a little bit, but we're gonna start right there and try and get that flat. Alright, now we got this side fitting good. As you can see, they're even there. So, we have to make one that goes basically from here to here. And then a plate that's going to go along the bottom. And then one that's going to weld to that plate. Another plate underneath with some nuts and stuff for our... Alright, so I noticed a little bit of a issue, but not a big deal. These are different widths. This side lines up. This side we got about a 3/16 gap, so I'm gonna have to put a little bend in it and do the notching after I do the bend. Alright guys, I'm going to show you a way that so I need to drill 4 holes in this, but where do I drill them, right? Okay, so I save old lenses for my welding helmet and stuff for this. They can be reused over and over. So, just kind of trace this. Okay, so that's one part. This way. We know it lines up there and there. Looking pretty good. There we go. Alright, so we got our piece marked. I'm going to set it on top of here. What a jackal.
Alright. Don't want to do this a few times to make sure we make it all the way through the plastic.
Alright, we got this plate drilled out and we found some random hardware. Alright. Okay, so now that we got that on there, I'm going to have one going right here. One going on the inside of those bolts, it looks like. We're having an issue, so we're going to have to stop right there. to change up this top mount a lot. We got kind of locked up, so this would be no big deal. So we had to clear this hump right here, so I had to put a spacer here. You won't see it once it's all covered and done, but it'll be there. Alright, so let's pull this thing off real quick. I don't have bolts long enough, so I just got a couple pieces of all thread in there. Alright, remove the 4 bolts from the bottom. Okay, so there's the engine cradle, mocked up. I don't know if you guys can see it very good. You have 4 bolts on the bottom. So that's the start right there. Alright, so here's the engine cradle. Still have some more work to do, obviously, finish welding. Plating it and stuff, but it's a good start. Alright, well that's part 1 of the engine cradle. Need a longer bolt for the top one, but picks up 4 bolts on the bottom, these 2 mounts. We will weld a plate to the bottom, and that will be how we adjust our chain tensioning when we bolt it down here. Obviously we're not going to use those holes anyways. We will put some slots in here so we can slide that whole carriage back and forth. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more on the MiniTrike Build. I got rid of those other bikes and actually got a couple more to work on. A lot of dirty carbs around here. People need to, drain their fuel sometimes, I think. So, hope everybody liked it. We'll be doing some more fabrication here this week and have a video out coming soon. So stay tuned.